welcome back to my channel Vijaya Biology Tutorials. Today we are going to learn about the test for proteins. And before going to the topic, please do subscribe to my channel by hitting the bell button. Okay, now today we are going to learn about how to test the proteins that are present in our diet. So first of all, what are proteins called as? The proteins are called as these are called as bodybuilding foods. The proteins are called as bodybuilding foods. Means why they are called as bodybuilding foods? Because they are helpful in the formation of the muscles. The proteins are helpful in the formation of muscles. That's why they are called as bodybuilding foods. Not only that, they are helpful in repair. They are helpful in repair and healing the wounds. They are helpful in the repair and healing of wounds. So this is one more function of the proteins. And the third function of the proteins is they give us immunity against the diseases. The proteins give us immunity against the diseases. Immunity against diseases. So what is immunity? What is immunity is nothing but it is the ability of the body to protect itself from the diseases. Means if any foreign organisms enter into our body, the body will immediately identify that foreign organism and it will fight against that foreign organism. That fighting nature or protecting our body against the diseases is called as immunity. So nowadays we are mostly listening about the immunity power. So whatever food we take, mostly we get the immunity from the food we take. Here especially the proteins are meant for giving the immunity against the diseases. And where can you observe the proteins in the food? The proteins are generally observed in here. If you see eggs, you can observe it in the eggs, you can observe the proteins in the fish, you can observe it in the meat, you can observe it in the milk, and you can observe it in the pulses. So pulses, all types of the dals, like you can take red gram, green gram, Bengal gram, groundnut, these all dal family mostly contains the proteins. And soya beans. So these all are nothing but these are very rich in proteins. Some types these are very much rich in the proteins, and if you take proteins well in your body, then automatically the body building will be very good. So this is a short explanation about the proteins, and now let's go to the test for proteins. How to test the proteins? Okay. So let's see how to test the proteins. So for testing the proteins, what we require? For testing the proteins, we require, first of all, for doing any experiment, we require mainly some steps we have to follow. The first step is aim. For any experiment, some steps we have to follow. The first one is the aim. So what is our aim? Today what experiment we are going to do? So our aim is nothing but to test the proteins. What is our aim? To test the proteins. Already I said the proteins are present in the egg also. So we wanted to test whether proteins are present in the egg or not. So here what we are taking to test the proteins in the egg white. So if you observe the egg, white color part will be there as well as the yellow color part also will be there. Okay. So here we are going to test the proteins in the egg white. So now the next step of the experiment is apparatus. The next step of the experiment is what? Apparatus. So what are apparatus? Apparatus are nothing but the materials that we require for doing the experiment are called as apparatus. What are apparatus? The materials that we require for doing any sort of the experiment are called as apparatus. So now what are our apparatus? We require 2% copper sulfate solution. We require 2% copper sulfate solution, and we require 10% sodium hydroxide solution. 10% sodium hydroxide solution. Next, already I mentioned in the A, we require egg white, and we require one test tube, and we require two beakers. So these are our apparatus. So we require 2% copper sulfate solution, 10% sodium hydroxide solution, egg white we require, test tube, and two beakers we require. So here, how to prepare 2% copper sulfate solution or how to prepare 10% sodium hydroxide solution. So this I will explain. So the first one is how to prepare 2% copper sulfate solution. 2% copper sulfate solution. 2% copper sulfate solution. How to prepare it? Generally what we will do is, we will take 2 grams of copper sulfate and we will mix it in 100 ml of water. We take 2 grams of copper sulfate and mix it in 100 ml of water. So if you mix it, then we get 2% copper sulfate solution. If we take 2 grams of copper sulfate crystals and if we mix it in 100 ml of water, then we get 2% copper sulfate solution. The same method you have to follow for 10% sodium hydroxide also. 10% sodium hydroxide. 10% sodium hydroxide solution, how you will prepare? Here the same you have to follow. You will take 10 grams of sodium hydroxide and mix it in 100 ml of water. Mix it in 100 ml of water. In that way if you do, you get 10% sodium hydroxide solution. Okay. So first of all you will prepare 2% copper sulfate solution and 10% sodium hydroxide solution. In our apparatus we have taken 2 beakers. In each beaker we will prepare 2% copper sulfate solution. In one of the beaker you will prepare 10% sodium hydroxide solution. Like that you will prepare it. So next what you will do is here. Now let's go to the third step of the experiment. So this is all nothing but it comes under apparatus only. It comes under apparatus. So now the next one is procedure. The next step of the experiment is procedure. So what is procedure? Procedure is nothing but the way we do the experiment. Means what we are doing one by one step, what we are doing is called as procedure. The steps we follow in doing the experiment is called as procedure. So what is our first step? Means first we will take egg white. We take the egg white into a test tube. We collect some amount of egg white into a test tube. Means you have to break the egg, you have to separate the yolk and you have to separate the egg white, and that egg white you have to collect into the test tube. Now what is the second step you do? You will add 2 drops of copper sulfate and 10 drops of sodium hydroxide to the egg white in the test tube. So here what you are doing? You are taking one egg, breaking the egg and separating the yolk, and you are separating the egg white. And now you are collecting the egg white into the test tube. After collecting the egg white into the test tube, you are adding 2 drops of copper sulfate and 10 drops of sodium hydroxide into the test tube. Now shake the ingredients well. So what is the third step? You have to shake them well. So to mix them well, you have to shake them well. Leave it like that for few minutes. The fourth step is nothing but you have to leave the contents of the test tube. You have to leave the contents of the test tube for few seconds. So this is our procedure. Now after few seconds, what you will observe? What you will observe after few seconds? So this is the procedure. What you will observe after few minutes. So the fourth step is nothing but it is our observation. Means after following the procedure, what you are observing will come under our observation. Here if you observe the egg white, what will be our observation? The egg white changes its color. What the egg white will do? It will change its color. The egg white changes its color to violet. Changes its color to violet. Okay. So here if you observe, the color of the egg white will be changing its color to violet. Why it's changing its color to violet? Because here the egg white has been mixed with copper sulfate solution and as well as a sodium hydroxide solution. So when these chemicals react with the egg white, they make the egg white to change its color to violet. That is our observation. So finally the final step of the experiment is result. So what you have got the result? Nothing but the egg white changes its color to violet. The egg white changes its color to violet, indicating the presence of proteins. Means if proteins are present in the given food sample, and if you are going to test it with the copper sulfate and sodium hydroxide solution, and if they are going to change their color to violet, that will indicate the presence of the proteins. Here, which protein is present in the egg white? Nothing but the protein named albumin. What is the protein? It's called as albumin. What is the protein name? It's nothing but albumin is the protein. So here in the egg white we are having albumin protein, and when we have tested with the copper sulfate and sodium hydroxide solution, we have to add only 2 drops of copper sulfate solution and 10 drops of sodium hydroxide solution. If you add in that method, and if the egg white is changing its color to violet, that indicates the presence of proteins. Not only that, you can test whatever you can do. Means in any food material, if you want to test the presence of the proteins, the same procedure you have to follow. I think everyone has understood the experiment. So the first step is aim. Aim is nothing but to test the presence of the proteins in the egg white. And the second one is nothing but apparatus. We have to prepare 2% copper sulfate solution and we have to prepare 10% sodium hydroxide solution. We have to take the test tubes, we have to take the beakers, and we have to take the egg white. So how to prepare the 2% copper sulfate solution? You will take 2 grams of copper sulfate and dissolve it in 100 ml of water. Like that you can prepare 2% copper sulfate solution. How can you prepare 10% sodium hydroxide solution? You will take 10 grams of the sodium hydroxide and dissolve it in 100 ml of the water. Like that you will get 2% copper sulfate and 10% sodium hydroxide solution. And each one you will add into beakers separately. Now you will take a test tube. So the next one is the procedure. The third part of the experiment is the procedure. You will take a test tube. To that test tube you will take the egg white, and to that egg white you will add 2 drops of copper sulfate and 10 drops of sodium hydroxide, and you will shake it well. Leave it like that for some time. Up to there it will be our procedure. And the fourth step is the observation. What you will observe is nothing but the egg white will change its color to violet. That is our observation. Means color change has been observed in the egg white. And finally the result. The result is nothing but the egg white, as it has changed its color to violet, it indicates the presence of proteins. So here whatever food sample, if you want to test whether the food sample contains the proteins or not, if it is a solid, crush it and mix it with water. If it is a liquid, directly you can test. But for testing the proteins you require copper sulfate and sodium hydroxide solution. So I think you have understood the experiment. If you like my video, you can subscribe to my channel and you can share it. Thank you.